Welcome back to MVP Road Car. Today we're taking a deep, detailed look at one of the most talked about revivals in the car world, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner. This isn't just a comeback. It's a rebirth of a legend that defined American muscle for generations. Plymouth is stepping back into the spotlight, and the new Roadrunner is their bold statement that muscle cars are far from dead. So sit back, relax, and let's go over every detail, from the exterior and interior to performance and price, to see if this bird can really fly again. When you first see the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner in person, it's impossible not to stare. The design takes everything iconic about the old muscle era and reinterprets it for the modern day. The front end is wide and menacing, sitting low to the ground with a stance that screams aggression even when it's parked. The hood features two functional air scoops, channeling cool air directly to the engine bay. The LED headlights are shaped in a classic circular style, but with a futuristic ring pattern that gives off a distinct personality at night. The grille has that old-school Plymouth mesh design, but it's framed by a gloss black border that makes it pop. The front fascia is clean, muscular, and purposeful. No fake vents or exaggerated shapes, just pure performance aesthetics. From the side, the proportions hit that sweet spot between muscle and modern grand tourer. The car sits long and low with a prominent shoulder line that runs the length of the body, emphasizing its stance. The roofline slopes gently into the rear, giving it an aerodynamic silhouette while maintaining that unmistakable two-door muscle car shape. The flush door handles, blacked-out mirrors, and sculpted side skirts give it a contemporary edge, while the flared wheel arches house massive 20 or 21-inch alloy wheels wrapped in performance rubber. The stance is wide, confident, and ready to pounce. As you walk around to the rear, the Roadrunner's design team clearly wanted to blend nostalgia with innovation. A single LED light bar stretches across the width of the back, glowing like a red ribbon that connects both taillights. In the center, proudly displayed, is the Plymouth nameplate. Not hidden, not small, but bold and unapologetic. The rear bumper integrates a subtle diffuser, and the quad exhaust tips on performance models look ready to unleash fury at any moment. The deck lid spoiler is cleanly molded into the trunk, not an add-on, keeping the silhouette refined while still giving you downforce at higher speeds. Overall, the exterior gives the perfect mix of muscle, heritage, and modern craftsmanship. Now, when you open the door and slide into the interior, you immediately realize this isn't just a retro machine. It's a modern performance cockpit built for real drivers. The seating position is low, the view over the hood is commanding, and every control feels like it's positioned exactly where you expect it to be. The dashboard design blends analog charm with digital technology. You get a large digital driver display that can switch between classic gauge visuals and full performance telemetry. The fonts and layout even pay tribute to Plymouth's older designs, with subtle nods to the 1970s muscle car era. The center console is dominated by a massive vertical touchscreen that controls the infotainment, navigation, and climate settings. But unlike many cars that rely too much on touchscreens, the Roadrunner gives you tactile physical controls for essentials, proper knobs for volume and temperature, toggle switches for drive modes, and a dedicated performance button that instantly sharpens throttle response, stiffens the suspension, and opens up the exhaust valves. It's the kind of layout that respects both tradition and modern expectations. The materials are genuinely premium: soft leather, Alcantara, aluminum trim, and optional carbon fiber accents depending on the trim level. The seats are deeply bolstered, designed to keep you in place when cornering hard, yet still comfortable enough for long-distance cruising. The flat-bottom steering wheel feels substantial in your hands, wrapped in leather with contrast stitching and integrated paddle shifters. Even the small details have been thoughtfully done. Ambient lighting glows subtly across the door panels. The Plymouth logo illuminates on the dashboard at startup, and the digital cluster plays a short Roadrunner animation every time you press the start button. In the back, space is limited as you'd expect in a two-door performance coupe, but the seats are usable for short trips or kids. The trunk space is surprisingly practical, enough for a weekend getaway, proving that Plymouth wanted this to be more than just a weekend toy. Now let's talk performance. the heart and soul of this machine. Under the hood, the 2026 Roadrunner packs serious muscle. The base model comes with a naturally aspirated 6.4-liter V8, producing around 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. But the real excitement comes from the high-performance variant, a supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8 delivering over 700 horsepower, making it a true beast in the modern muscle arena. Some reports suggest a potential hybrid assist setup for the top trim, which could boost power closer to 800 horsepower while improving low-end torque and efficiency. Performance is nothing short of breathtaking. The car rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 3.3 seconds, depending on the trim and tires, and quarter-mile times hover in the high 10s to low 11s range. Top speed is projected around 195 to 200 miles per hour. The power delivery is immediate, raw, and intoxicating. That classic V8 growl mixes with a modern exhaust note that cracks and pops in sport mode. It's a sound that makes you smile every single time. Handling is where Plymouth has really stepped up. The new Roadrunner rides on a performance-tuned adaptive suspension system that continuously adjusts damping to match driving conditions. In comfort mode, it's surprisingly compliant, soaking up bumps without losing composure. Switch to sport or track, and the car transforms. Steering sharpens, throttle response becomes razor quick, and the whole chassis feels more connected. The electronic limited slip differential and advanced traction management system make sure all that power reaches the ground without excessive drama. The result is a car that's fast, fun, and manageable, even for drivers who aren't professional racers. The brakes are equally impressive, featuring large Brembo calipers with ventilated rotors all around. The pedal feel is firm, and stopping distances are short, giving you the confidence to push hard and know the car will respond instantly. For those who love total control, a manual transmission option is rumored for certain trims. While most models will feature an 8-speed automatic that shifts smoothly in comfort mode and brutally quick in track mode. As for fuel economy, well, let's be honest, this car wasn't built for sipping fuel. The supercharged V8 will average somewhere around 14-16 miles per gallon combined, while the base V8 might see closer to 18. But that's part of the charm. If you're buying a Roadrunner, you're doing it for the thrill, not the economy. Now on to the part everyone wants to know: pricing. Plymouth has structured the Roadrunner lineup to offer something for both enthusiasts and collectors. The base 6.4-liter V8 model is expected to start around $59,995, offering strong performance and everyday usability. Step up to the supercharged 6.2-liter variant, and you're looking at around $78,000 to $85,000, depending on options. The top-tier limited edition, rumored to be called the Roadrunner Superbird, could exceed $100,000, especially if it includes the hybrid assist system and exclusive materials. Considering the power, design, and heritage you're getting, that pricing is competitive against rivals like the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, Ford Mustang Dark Horse, and Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Plus, this car carries something none of those do: the revived Plymouth name, which brings both nostalgia and uniqueness to the table. So to sum it all up, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner is more than just a car. It's a statement. It combines the raw emotion of classic muscle with the sophistication of modern performance engineering. The exterior turns heads, the interior wraps you in a driver-focused world of luxury and purpose, and the powertrain reminds you that true American performance still has soul. It's a car built for people who still believe driving should be exciting, loud, and unforgettable. If you ask me, Plymouth nailed the balance between past and present. The Roadrunner isn't just a revival, it's a resurrection that proves muscle cars can still evolve without losing what makes them great. So would I buy one? Absolutely. It's powerful, emotional, and instantly iconic. Thanks for watching MVP Road Car. If you enjoyed this detailed review, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Let me know in the comments, would you go for the base model or the full-blown supercharged beast? Until next time, keep driving with passion, and I'll see you on the next road.